What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's a perfect day out here in North Carolina, Fort Bragg area. Little breeze, sky is blue. No sounds right now. All is well. If you like me, every once in a while you'll think, especially with the way that our world is right now, chaotic, nothing's for sure, everything's uncertain, people on edge. You'll think, man, I wish I could go back to the good old days. If you like me, you'll think that. Or you'll think forward, right? I wonder what it's going to be like in 50 years. Because things can't stay this way. It's got to change. If you like me, you'll think that way. I've had those kind of thoughts. The furthest back in terms of the price of gas that I can remember, I want to say was late 80s, early 90s, that I actually remember when my dad would go get gas was 99 cents. That's the furthest that I can remember. Regular unleaded gas was 99 cents. And I think I got gas the other day, regular unleaded, and I think I paid uh at BJ's, which is like a Sam's Club, like 240, something like that. So the furthest back I remember was 99 cents. And now it's pushing towards $3, and in some places over $3, and depending on what's going on in the world, it will go $5. And you'll think, man, I wish I could go back to the good old days. You get behind on little bills, try to put it all together, try to make things work, try to have a life for yourself, your kids, your family, try to take a little vacation, try to put a couple pennies together, just to enjoy life. You realize life is short. You make these promises, man, I'm gonna get out. Because all it takes, right? You go to a funeral and then you say to yourself, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna start enjoying life, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go to the doctor 3, 4 times a year. You know the stuff we say we go to funerals, we're gonna make all these changes. And then a year later we ain't did not no different than we did the day we were sitting in the church for the funeral. So I had my mind was just going like that. And I thought a song, kind of a tune, a jingle, if you would, came to my mind from the 70s, even before I was born. I was born in 77. This song was on a show that came out, I believe it was 74. So it'll be 50 years old or 51 years old now. So we just say 50 years old. The show Good Times. Y'all remember that? JJ and all them. In the jingle or the song of Good Times, the lyrics say, anytime you meet a payment, good time. Think about that. 50 years ago, somebody made a theme song for a black show set in the hood to show the struggle of particularly the black family. If you want to see the other side, you had to go see like All in the Family or something. But if you wanted to see the struggle of the black family, you would watch Good Times. And the first line was, anytime you meet a payment, good time. Think about that. When I was out in 2017 on disability for eye surgery, I lost one of my favorite cars. I had a Mustang at the time. It was a 2010 4.6. They hadn't brought back the 5.0 yet to the next year, so the 4.6 was actually cheap. I got a deal on it. And because I was only getting paid on the disability, which was way low. I mean, basically $200 a week because you had to pay insurance out of that, and trying to maintain a house, and groceries, and everything else. I had to let the car go. So I understand that now, on the other side of that, looking back, anytime you meet a payment. So you don't mean if you've never been in a situation where you struggle to come up with a payment for something, then that song and that verse and that line won't mean nothing to you. But I think most Americans understand what it's like just to be able to make a payment. Anytime you meet a payment, the writer said good time. Anytime you need a friend. I had a situation that went on with my children. I won't say too much, but it sent me into a headspace where I had to go talk to a friend of mine. Actually, it was my father, and he was at church at the time, and so I waited at the house on his patio because I knew that he would be able to give me the wisdom and the instruction not to do something that I would regret and spend the rest of my life behind bars over something that could be avoided. If I did not have him in place or a friend like that, there's a good chance I would not even be making this video right now because I would still be locked up. So the writer said, anytime you need a friend, good time. And remember, this song was written over 50 years ago. Anytime you're out from under, anybody can relate to that? Anytime you're out from under, you ever been going through something? I know y'all been there. And you say, boy, when I get through this, it could be a health situation that scare you. It could be a bill. It could be the bank sending you letters in the mail. We're coming for the house. We're coming for the car. It could be something that put you into, we would say, a spirit of depression and anxiety. The weight of it pushing down on you. How am I going to make it? How am I going to survive? Your credit, everything is maxed out. All the loans maxed out. You done borrow money from people trying to figure out how you're going to pay them back. Maxed out. And the writer said, anytime you out from under that, it's a good time. Not getting hassled, not getting hustled. It's a good time. I can't even leave and go to the gas station or any store because when I get to the stoplight, y'all got them in y'all cities and y'all towns. Every stoplight now, there's somebody that wants to has a sign up that wants to hustle or hassle you for some money. I was in Dollar General a couple of weeks ago, and I drove one of my cars, one of the nicer ones. And when I came out, a young lady said, "You got a couple of dollars for me?" Guess she saw the car. I said, "Nah, we don't carry no cash. 2025 now, we don't carry no cash." She said, "Well, I got Cash App too. Anytime you're not getting hassled or hustle, it's a good time." Writer said, "Keeping your head above water, making a wave when you can." Because y'all, you don't always get to do what you want to do, but sometimes every now and then you can get a vacation in. Every now and then you're able to get the car that you would really like to have. Every once in a while you able to do a little shopping. Make a wave when you can. But let's talk about it. They said temporary layoffs. Anybody know about that? Good times. Easy credit ripoffs. Those buy here, pay here places that be close to the hood. You can go there, buy a car from them, and then you can just go back there and make your payments to them and they're gonna hit you up with about 29% interest, which they're gonna get that back up front before you even start the principal. Lock you in for about 10, 15 years on a $20,000, $30,000 car. Easy credit ripoffs. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where they say get this credit card and you got 6 months no interest, and then you max it out only to find out you didn't pay it off in 6 months, and they bring all that interest back, locking you in for 10 years on a $3,000 credit card. Easy credit ripoffs. Good times. Scratching and surviving. Trying to put it together just to make ends meet. Good times, but it ain't all bad. Because then they said hanging and jiving. Yeah, you got friends, you're able to go to their house, have a good time. For those of you that drink a little bit, sit back, relax, laugh and giggle. You go to work, you got a homeboy, homegirl at the job, you hanging and jiving. For the white people that watch, jiving is just when you kind of goofing off. So he over there, he's just jiving over there. It's 70s language for just goofing off a little bit. Just jiving. That's all we doing. Hanging and jiving. Good times. But I like the way the song ends because it kind of brings everything into perspective. It asks a question. It says, ain't we lucky we got him? That's what I want to leave with y'all. Regardless of what's going on in life, at the end of the day, we alive to talk about it. Ain't we lucky we got him? Good times.